Get ready for some great music and great stories. Band in Seattle starts right now. Welcome to Band in Seattle. I'm Xander Denke, and with me is Abby Williamson, local music photographer, writer, and video blogger, to talk about tonight's band, the Staxx Brothers.
Not many bands would self-proclaim themselves as hard-ass soul, but that just shows you the kind of band the Staxx Brothers really is. Led by Daven Stedman, the band's on-stage presence is one that gives you no choice but to join in and dance. Rounding out the band are Chris O'Connor on guitar, Jake Amster on bass, Daniel Nash on drums, and the Stacklets, Michelle O'Connor and Angela Ricard on backing vocals.
You're gonna love them, so we'll be right back with the Staxx Brothers.
Hi, my name's David Michael Stedman. I'm the leader of the Staxx Brothers. I make a living playing music, writing articles, doing PR, but most of the time I'm just trying to write a good song. Natural came to me trying to write a Janet Jackson song from the 80s. I wanted to make a song to say, I want women to love their natural hair, because I do. One of the things that drew me towards music was the idea that my mom was a Puerto Rican from the Bronx, and my dad was this awesome white dude from Alaska, and I was born in LA, and they brought me up to Seattle, and there were no other Puerto Ricans, and I felt different, and I just didn't feel like I belonged. So I found music as a way to be able to be and say what I want to say. I just knew I had something a little different than everybody else, and my dad also told me that, you know, being from two different cultures, you have a chance to bring people together. So every night we have a concert, we're bringing people together.
The Staxx Brothers, we call ourselves hard-ass soul, and the way that I think of that is it's kind of like a Staxx Motown type of sound with hip-hop and rock mixed in.
And everybody sing along and scream your ass off when I say, I like it natural. Just like Zachariah, baby, right. I like it natural. Don't need no weave to spray that hair tight. Oh, very natural. No sweet black queen, Carlos won't treat you right. I like it natural. Well, I'm a young dancer, I said, well, that skin is light.
Staxx is slang for getting money. We were part of the hip-hop generation, and we're looking backwards and looking forward. So as much as we're connecting to soul, we're trying to say what would happen if Staxx Records and some of these soul labels just kept going uninterrupted like other labels. How would that have changed society and made rock and roll a little more funky?
Jungle Cat is a great example of our mentality as a band. It's just a roar. It's a roar. And that's how we feel when we're on stage.
'Cause I'm a mother, I'm a jungle cat. 'cause I'm a mother. Oh, shut your mouth, jungle cat. You better watch your mouth and don't talk back. You better work that ass and bring your mama some cash.
The Stacklets, Angie and Michelle, it's really part of our sound. It's the idea that, you know, we have this call and response to this conversation. Not having the Stacklets as a part of these songs, in a way, is almost like you're missing half of the information.
I'm a mother, I'm a jungle cat. I'll tell your sister and your mom that I'll be right back.
Michelle, my beautiful wife, she's immensely talented, and not only talented, but skilled, has tremendous ears, remembers lyrics from anything she hears. She's a master singer.
Watch your mouth and don't talk back. You better work that ass and bring your mama some
During the day, I'm operations manager at Rain City Rock Camp for Girls. We teach girls to come on in. You don't know how to play, we'll assign you an instrument. So in 1 week, you learn how to pick up an instrument, play it right with people you don't know, and then perform at the Crocodile at the end of the week in triumph.
We'll be right back with more from the Staxx Brothers.
This song is one they couldn't tell you on CNN. They tried to tell you, but we were there. Y'all know what it is. Well, say this thing will make you a star. Wrap your lips around this cigar. 32-year-old.
Slick Willie is a song about Bill Clinton. A poor kid from Arkansas cannot get that far unless he had some game. So my character portrays Bill Clinton as I see him. I think he's a chameleon. I feel like a chameleon sometimes, walk in different situations. And I think Bill Clinton, whether you hate him or love him, had quite a story. And it's a quintessential American story.
Bring me 2 double cheese in a chocolate mall. Who would you weigh? In some soul food with some extra soul. But who's gonna pay? Come and slap Willie. I do what I want.
Angie, the other Stacklet in the group, is my other half musically.
Once she and I started singing together, we were like, oh, well, never sing with anybody else ever again.
Sometimes I think they share the same brain, particularly when they're singing.
Hey there, Willie. I had them sisters running out the wall. You ain't never seen a cracker like this before.
Currently, the band here is my primary, we call it my day job, and I am moonlighting as a farmer. Trying to get, actually it's where I grew up, trying to get that sort of functioning as a mini farm. There's a dozen chickens and a few old horses and a big garden that gets bigger every year.
I do what I want. Don't mind no more. I do what I want. Sweet Willie. I do what I want.
So Chris O'Connor, the butcher, the guitar player in the band, I'll bring songs to him. I get a lot more credit by being the guy who's flamboyant in the front, but he's a guy who can take these ideas and help convey them in a way that's like appealing. If you don't have the people like Chris O'Connor, the musicians, and a person of that caliber to help make it real, it's never gonna get off the ground. So in a way, he's probably one of the big heroes of our group, and he's also a wicked guitar player.
my style on guitar is I like to play with some sort of groove, a little bit of an edge, and I just try to play my tail off, whether it's a rock song or a soft song. Just put everything I have into it.
The Staxx Brothers create irresistibly danceable and shameless rock and roll music, which isn't something you often find in Seattle. The lyrics are thoughtful and earnest while the rhythms are vibrant and in your face. There's definitely nobody standing still and just watching at a Staxx Brothers show, at least there shouldn't be. No wonder Coolio had them open for him last year in Tacoma. Yeah, that Coolio.
If that's not enough to keep you around, I don't know what is. So we'll be right back with the Staxx Brothers.
I first met Daven when he first started the band. He introduced himself to me, and he had a sticker for the band. And I said, oh, this is really cool. Who's in your band? And he's like, well, I don't really have anyone else in the band yet. And then a few years later, he recruited Michelle into the band. And from there, I just started kind of hanging around and learning the songs. And eventually, they needed a sub on guitar.
'Cause I'm the reason that you feel the heat. And when you do, you grind your teeth. Does anybody know you're
Hey, I'm Jake Amster, bass player for the Staxx Brothers. When I'm not playing bass, I also manage a warehouse, because they say real musicians have day jobs.
I'm bad. Yes, yes, you do. Don't you know that I'm bad? Don't you know that I'm bad? I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm bad. Trouble here, trouble there.
Black and Mild is what we consider our signature sound nowadays. It is dark, it's hard, it's got a little bit of soul, a little bit of rock, and a little bit of hip hop.
I love the video that we made for that. I don't want to oversell it, but it's kind of the best music video ever. You know, any time that a band gets kidnapped by Canadian scientists and made into a super band, it's always an exciting adventure. And musically, Black and Mild is a lot like that as well. It's definitely an adventure song.
But you know that I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm bad. Yes, yes, you do. But you know that I'm bad. But you know that I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm bad. I'm bad. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I, as a bass player, try not to let the audience notice me too much, because I think that the best bass players hold down the backbone of the entire band. And so I try not to be too flashy, I try not to stand out. What I want people to hear is the drums and the bass working together. When you hear that kick working with that bass, then we're doing our job right.
Ooh, I'm gonna get that girl. Ooh, I'm gonna get that girl. I got something to say to you two. You two right here, get closer. Something to say to both of y'all.
So Jake Amster is a person that I begged to join our band a couple years ago, and he is one of the types of people that I need to surround myself with. He's brilliant. He's got a great musical mind. He understands a lot of the theory and composition that I'm just trying to grasp and trying to articulate that I can't. And he's like my computer. say, will this work if we transpose this part? And well, what do you think of this? And he'll add integral parts of the DNA, parts of the formula that make the songs that next level. And we actually writes parts that he says aren't good, and then I tell him they are, and I tell him to be quiet and play his part again because it's actually a song. So sometimes people need someone to tell them that what they do is good, and Jake is the guy that needs that.
Top down with the breeze all over. She like the side, she like the swag, swimming compromise. I get on top and put it in just 11 times, but kinda weird, but I ride with it. Close off, cause I'm prepared to slide in. I do the math, but the numbers ain't there. No shit. Well, I'm better off beating up. More curious to join the seat. If the kid about the purr is about to be a travesty. So I'll break for a countdown like I'm bringing in the new year. You can't stop singing my head like 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. My love is a cool one, baby. I'm so cold. I'm so cold. Ice cold. My love is a cool one, baby. I'm so cold. I'm so cold. I'm ice cold. My love is a cool one, baby.
A lot of times I really look at the idea that I get to write music for most of my day or be able to even do this. I just feel lucky. And I think if you feel lucky and you don't be a diva and you really realize how fortunate you are to even be able to have a little bit of talent you can turn into something that blossoms into anything people care about, it really puts it in perspective and makes you feel like you owe the world a little bit more.
1 and 1 and 1 is 3. Welcome to my company. 1 and 1 and 1 for thee. Daddy should know you see. 1 and 1 and 1 for thee. Give me the spot and two. Why you about to my love?
So my character in Ice Cold that I'm mostly portraying is this sort of mad scientist villain. And during the song, they talk about Elvis Jackson Jr., and I'm trying to destroy and silence the son of Michael Jackson, Lisa Marie Presley. It's totally absurd, but it's fun, and it might be a fun video someday.
We talk about some Seattle soul, baby.
Daven's energy, Daven's physicality on stage it adds a lot in terms of spice. But he loves it, and people love it too, you know, being right up in their face. He's like, no, you will have a really good time.
Puts everything he has into every note that he sings.
It's magic to watch him. We've played huge shows and we've played tiny shows. And I'd say even more so in the tiny shows, he is out there actively recruiting fans right on the spot. He's grabbing you and he's singing to you and you can't help but like it.
Can I tell you something? Hey. Girl, you know you really want it, like I'm a superstar. I know.
For me, part of the reason why I jump off stage, we always try to break the fourth wall. We're not portraying a play where you're gonna ruin it by yelling. I used to start out playing house parties where there was no stage, there was an imagination of a stage. In fact, by cheering, by shouting stuff at us, shouting requests, being part of the show, you improve the show within a degree of good taste.
I'm ice cold. Elvis Jackson, Jackson, Elvis Jackson, Jackson.
You know, if I'm trying to chase Mick Jagger around the stage, an invisible Mick Jagger or James Brown, I'm trying to live up to a higher standard, and seeing me try to grasp for that it's humbling, and it's also kind of effective.
Daven is all personality, all heart. He pours everything he has into this band, and he treats it like his family, his job, and his life. And I think that shows every time he gets on stage. It is his passion. At the end of the day, no matter how crazy he is, he's the most lovable person in the world and takes care of his own. And I wouldn't have it any other way.
I love Ice Cold because at the end of the song, you think we're done, but we're not.
My love, my love, my love. My love is cool. Baby, 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 baby. My love, my love, my love. My love is cool. Baby, 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 baby. Well, on the street, I heard you like it hot. One touch, girl, I'll make your body rock. Open up shop, allow me to enter. You're about to witness one bad mother. Ooh, girl, have mercy on me. You're so ice cold, you got me down on my knees. If we have a baby, I'm about to call him Elvis Jackson. Billie Jean said that ice cold. Ice cold. Billie Jean said that ice cold. Ice cold. Billie Jean said that ice cold. Yeah. It feels so good to be a Staxx brother in 2014.
Well, that's it for tonight's Band in Seattle. If you want to hear more, check us out on bandinseattle.com, where you can hear full concerts and find links for more information about our bands and where they're playing next. Abby?
And for more on what's new in the local scene, feel free to check out my YouTube channel at Abbers07.
Absolutely check it out. Thanks for watching. Join us next week for more great music and great stories on Band in Seattle.